Use of different cold form steel sections in a project is very common now, whether as a purlin, truss, or roof supports, also used in the solar panel supporting structure. Do you know you can design any user-defined cold form sections very easily in STAAD using IS 801 or AISI code? Hi, my name is Surajit Ghosh, and in this video, I'll discuss how to define a custom cold form section in STAAD for analysis and design purpose. But before going into the details, few information about the cold form section profiles and design codes. Instead, four design codes are available which can perform cold form section design. For India, IS 801-1975, AISI S100 is the American standard code. Also, Canadian code S136 and British code BS5950 Part 5 is available, which can be used for cold form member design. In Connect Edition, 2016 version of AISI code is implemented, and 1996 version, which was previously available, has been discontinued. Do you know there is a major change in STAAD related to Indian cold form design code? We have identified several problems with IS 801 code implementation. The design results were not correct. Hence, this code was discontinued from STAAD, and after thorough checking and fixing all the bugs, it was reintroduced in Connect Edition V22 Update 1. Now IS 801 code produces more accurate results, and if you use this code for design, we don't recommend to use the results from the older version of STAAD. All of these codes can perform design of some specific shapes which are normally available in the market and also available in standard database like angle, channel, Z section with or without lips, head section, or pipe and tube sections. Instead, 11 standard cold form steel database are available, like we have American, European, British and Indian database and few other. If you expand any of this database, you can find the section list with different shapes. You can easily assign these sections and perform design. Problem occurs when the section is not available in the database or when we try to design a custom cold form section using these codes. For hot roll section, we can easily define any custom section from user table or section widget. But whenever a custom section is generated from user table, that section is treated as hot roll section. There is no option available to define it as cold form section. Hence, design is not possible using Indian, Canadian or British code, and an error message is reported for this. AISI code can design user table sections with a note if the sections are angle, channel, pipe or tube, but not for other section shapes. Does this mean we cannot design any user-defined cold form section? Absolutely not. You can design any custom section by adding that in the cold form database. In part 1 of this series, I have discussed how to add or edit properties of a hot roll section from Section Database Manager. We are going to use the same logic for cold form section. Say I want to design a hat section with custom dimension. This section is not available in the database, and to design this, I need to add this in any standard cold form database. In the Section Database Manager, all the cold form steel database are listed under respective country like American, European or Indian cold form section profiles. There are multiple versions also, as you may have noticed for American database. For Indian database, IS 1987 version of section catalog is implemented. I can expand any of this code from database, open the table for head section, unlock and add a row below, and finally specify the new section information with similar STAAD name. Please check the first part if you want to know the detailed procedure. Now, along with the dimensions, you need to provide the property values. Some property values are internally calculated during analysis and design, like section modulus, warping constant, or radius of gyration. And if you don't know the value, you can specify the values as 0. But area and inertia values are mandatory. You can manually calculate all these values and specify that in the table. This might be time consuming, and there is an easier solution. You can create the head section in section wizard using plates. I have generated this head section using the dimensions in less than 1 minute, and now I can open the report file and easily check the property values directly from this file. See, all properties including area, inertia values, section modulus, even the centroid distance are reported here, and I can simply copy paste these values to the database table. Very easy, right? Even you can use the free sketch mode to draw the section or import a DXF file with section outline. If you draw the section outline and save it as a DXF file in any CAD product, or if your vendor supply the sectional drawing, you can import that directly in the free sketch mode and then generate the report file to check the properties. Another option is to draw the section outline here using the grid or coordinates. You can even provide the root or toe radius during section generation. Once done, save this section information in database, and if I go back, see, my custom section is available in the code from database. I can assign this to any member, and program will design this section using any code from code like IS801 or AISI code without any problem. Check the design output results. This is how you can design any user-defined code form section in STAAD very easily. And not only these fixed shapes, you can also design any custom shapes by converting it to the equivalent section. If you want to know more, let me know in the comments. Now, I have modified the database to add my custom sections. Do you know where this data is stored or how to transfer the database to another computer? In next part, I will discuss about this along with how to add a new section catalog in STAAD. Stay tuned and thanks for watching.